Good morning. This is Open Source Software and Hardware, Elective 1. Course outcomes: to have an introductory knowledge of concept of open and free software and hardware, introduction of the Arduino hardware, Raspberry Pi, Internet of the Things, IoT, to get an in-depth knowledge of Arduino software IDE, simple programs, interfacing of basic hardware modules with Arduino, to acquire knowledge of interfacing and programming of Arduino for ADC, DC motor, servo motor, Bluetooth, Zigbee, Wi-Fi and PWM programming. To understand the details regarding the LaTeX software with its installation, programming, processing, software facilities useful for various document preparation. To understand the details regarding the Scilab software with its installation, programming, processing, console, editor, graphics window, software facility useful for various technical calculations. To study KiCad as an electronic computer-aided design ECAD tool for designing circuit schematic, electric rule checking, netlist generation, mapping components and designing PCB. So we have finished 5 chapters and we'll start today the 6th chapter. KiCad is an electronic CAD tool, ECAD tool. So KiCad is useful for designing PCBs, drawing and designing the PCBs. Printed circuit boards. As we know, printed circuit boards, in short PCB, are very useful to support, to hold, to fabricate, to connect and to isolate the components required, isn't it? PCB connects the component, PCB isolates the component. PCB holds the components but isolates. 2 pins cannot be shorted. PCB do not short 2 pins, isn't it? PCB do not conduct whenever there is a need of insulation, and PCB conduct whenever there is a need of current flow, connection, electricity connection. Okay. So PCB is very important as far as electrical circuits are considered. And KiCad is a tool, software package, a tool for designing the PCB. Okay. So KiCad is this short document I have shared on the Google Classroom. You can go through it, and we'll check the introduction of the KiCad, the file folders of the KiCad, installation, configuration, display options, initialization and default configuration, modifying the default configuration, etc. Generation of the files, different files, using the KiCad as a project manager, template, upgraded version and all other. Okay. Board file format, symbol, cache symbol, library, etc. Okay. So you can find this document on the website. So KiCad is an open source software tool for creating the electronic schematic diagram for PCB artwork. Okay. Beneath the singular surface, KiCad incorporates the elegant ensemble for following software tools. Okay. KiCad is a project manager. These are the software tools. One software tool is a KiCad. Second software tool is a Schemia. Double E schema. Schematic editor and component editor is schema. Okay. Then PCB new is a circuit board layer editor. Now this tool is used to design the PCB board, circuit board, and whatever we do is in terms of graphics, isn't it? Very less is to be typed. Okay, only the specifications, values, etc. are typed, but majority of the things are drawing. Circuit board layout. So this is PCB new is the circuit board layout editor and footprint editor. Components are placed on the PCB surface. So components are having footprint on the PCB surface. So where the components are placed, that is called footprint. Every component is having some fixed dimensions. IC will have fixed dimension. The resistor will have two leads. If you bend two leads and put the resistor on the PCB, there's a fixed length of the dimension of the resistor will be there. Dimension of the resistor means width is also important, because quarter watt, half watt, 1 watt, 5 watt resistors are having different width dimensions also, and also length dimension also varies. Okay, for 1 watt to 5 watt and 2 watt length dimensions are also varies. For quarter watt, half watt length dimension is same, but for 1 watt onwards the length dimension varies. So for resistor, similarly for capacitor, inductor. Okay, capacitors radius, if circular capacitor is there, most of the time circular capacitors are there, square capacitors are there, tabular capacitors. Most of the time generally circular are there. If the radius of the capacitor, if you consider as per the value, the radius of the capacitor changes. So dimensions are different for each component. LED is also 0.5 mm LED, 5 mm LED, 4 mm LED, 3 mm LED, 4 mm LED, 5 mm LED, 10 mm LED is okay. So each component is having different dimensions, and to put the component on the PCB, those dimensions are important to be considered. Where are the pins? What are the locations of the pins? Okay, because we have to solder the pins. We have to insert the pins from component side towards the solder side. There are two sides of the PCB. One is component side where component are placed, and the component leads are inserted through PCB. On other side there are connecting tracks on the PCB, isn't it? And those connecting tracks are having the holes and the pads around the holes. Those pads are copper tracks around the holes, and on that pads, generally the pad dimensions are 0.75, 0.79, 0.80, 0.90 up to 0.90, 80, 90. Okay, depending on the component lead dimensions. For IC they are very small, because IC pins are very close to each other. So those pad selections are also there in the software. So we are connecting the we are inserting the leads, and we are soldering those lead with the pad. Pad is a circular, and lead will have the connectivity all around. So electrical connectivity is there, and mechanical support is also there for the component. Component will be held very firmly on the PCB, and there is no disconnection of the component, because any small disconnection will fail the working of the circuit, isn't it? So those are the things with the PCB. You must have undergone the different courses, and in that you must have came across the PCB details, etc. Okay. Now the PCB new is a circuit board layer editor and footprint editor. So these dimensions, according to these dimensions, every component has its own footprint, which is fixed, because every components are having fixed dimensions, standardized dimensions. Okay, 8 pin IC, any number of any type of any different ICs of 8 pin will have same dimensions if same package is considered. So there are different packages of the ICs, types of the packages of the ICs we should know. Okay, some ICs are dual inline, some ICs are single inline, some ICs are all four direction, four sides the pins are there. Again, there are two types of the ICs. One is regular ICs, and next are the SMD type of the ICs, isn't it? Surface mount devices, SMD. So PCB is the footprint editor. It generates the footprint. So if any component is not in the library of footprint, we can create also according to the device dimensions, etc. We can create and we can save the footprint also. Footprint is nothing but the details of the IC dimension, component dimensions which is required on the PCB. Then Gerber view is also one more tool, that is Gerber viewer. Also three utility tools are there. Three utility tools. Okay. Which are the three utility tools? Bitmap to component, PCB calculator and PL editor. Okay. The component marker maker for logos, it is bitmap to component is a component maker for logos. It creates a schematic component or footprint from the bitmap picture. Okay, it creates the footprint from the bitmap pictures. If you create a bitmap picture, it can convert it into footprint. So it is bitmap to component converter. Then PCB calculator is there, the calculator that helpful in calculating the components for regulators, track widths versus current, transmission lines, etc. Okay. So as we know, we always specify the electrical uh, power consumptions. We call it as a power capacity, isn't it? Because every component draws different current. So voltage and current are different for every component. So power capacity for every component is different. And that is considered as power of the component, and it is important because according to the power handling capacity of the component, we have to take different precautions. Some precautions are due to power handling capacity, the power components get heated up and that may damage the peripheral components, surrounding components, nearby components, components in vicinity. This is thermal considerations in the PCB and components. So different power components also draws different currents. So resistivity also plays the role. And resistivity also decrease or increase, or we can say controls the thermal dissipation, isn't it? Thermal dissipation is important because we must reduce the thermal dissipation or power consumption, unnecessary power consumption, so that the circuit becomes efficient. So for that purpose, tracks must be of particular dimensions, widths. So for power tracks, the track width is more. For signal tracks, track width is less. For ground track width is the largest. And these are the some standards, isn't it? We know. So if the current increase, track width also should be increased. So track width versus current, transmission line. So all these calculations are done by PCB calculator. Transmission line calculations are also there if circuit is working at a very high frequency. Then there are different issues. Okay, RF issues, acrio issues are there, and those are if track is having particular dimension, then track may start radiating. It can act as antenna. It can have the interference with the other track. It just sends one signal from one track to other signal. It shorts the tracks because RF can jump through the dielectric medium, insulator. RF or microwave can jump through dielectric or insulating medium. So their PCB may fail. So those issues are also the transmission line issues. So PCB calculator takes care of all these. It calculates the component regulator, track width. Then PL editor is their page layout editor. Okay, how the page layout is there, that is PL editor. So where footprint is to be placed, where the components are to be placed, how to connect, and all this. Some automation is there, some manual also you can do. These tools are useful for to run the project manager, but can also be run as a standalone tool, separate standalone tools. So remember this: KiCad, project manager, schema, schematic editor and component editor, PCB new, circuit board layout editor, footprint editor, Gerber viewer. What are the other three utilities? Bitmap to component, PCB calculator, PL calculator. Just remember this. Understand. These tools are usually run for the project manager, also standalone. Okay. So both the types there can be used. Tools can be used for along with for the project manager, from the project manager, as well as standalone also can be run. Any board side limitation, it can handle up to 32 copper layers, 14 technical layers, 4 auxiliary layers. Please remember, so complicated it is. So huge task it can handle. If you go for the desktop PCB, it is multi-layer. It is not single or two layer. It is multi-layer. As the complexity of the circuit increases, the number of layers are also large in number. So it is very complex job. Manually it is not possible to trace the artwork. Artwork means the tracks connection one to other lead, and these whatever total tracks are called artwork. Whenever we prepare this, it is called artwork. So KiCad can create all the files necessary for building the printed circuit boards. Okay. So which files it creates? KiCad creates many files. We have to remember all these files. We have to understand what are these files. So Gerber file for photo plotters are there. Okay, Gerber file for photo plotters are there. Drilling files are there. Component location files are there. Okay. Okay. Component location files. Gerber files for photo plotter. Drilling files, because we have to drill the all the component lead to be soldered from component side to the solder side. We have to drill all these component lead locations, isn't it? So that component leads can be inserted through the PCB, and we can solder it on the other side. So drilling files are there, component location files are there, footprint location or component location. Okay. So these are the different files, types of the files. Okay. For building the circuit boards, Gerber files are there, drilling files, component location files. It is GPL licensed. Okay. General purpose licensed. KiCad represents the ideal tool for project oriented towards the creation of the electronic hardware with an open source flavor. KiCad is available for Linux, Windows, and Apple Mac OS. You may be asked that this KiCad or the LaTeX or maybe the Arduino IDE or Scilab, for which operating system these are available. So you must know, isn't it? Linux it is available, for Windows it is available, for Apple Mac OS it is available. For individual different operating system we have to download different package of KiCad and we have to install accordingly. In Linux operating system, we have to install the Linux related package. In Windows, we have to install the Windows related package, and Apple Mac OS we have to install accordingly. What are the KiCad files and folders? Because it is a graphics package, lot of files will be generated. What are the different KiCad files and folders? It is very important. KiCad creates and uses files with following specific file extension and folders. Specific file extensions are there. Specific file extensions. Okay. Specific file extensions. Just remember **pro, **.sch, **.lib. Specific file extensions and file folders are there for schematic and board editing. So if you consider the project manager file, it is **pro, PRO, or **pro. Star means whatever the project name you can give. You can give any name for the project. Accordingly, the file will be generated or file will be there saved. * means any name you can give. *.pro or *.pro, PRO. It is a small file containing a few parameters for current project. Current means the project which is now undergoing. Current project including the component library list. It is having the parameters component library list. Okay. It is a small file. .pro. It is the project manager file. Then schematic editor files are there. Schematic editor files .scs, .lib, .dcm, _cache.lib, sim-lib-table is the folder, isn't it? Or libraries we can say. So .sch is a schematic file which do not contain any component themselves, and .lib is the schematic component library containing the component description, graphics, shape, pins, files, etc. .dcm is a schematic component library document containing some component descriptions like comments, keyboard, reference to data sheets, etc. .dcm. Okay. And cache.lib is a schematic component library cache file containing a copy of components used in the schematic project. Okay, copy of component. Symbol library is also there. Sim-lib table. Symbol library list is symbol library table. List of symbol libraries available in the schematic editor. In schematic editor, what are the available symbols are there, and this is in the library. So these are the project manager files and schematic editor files. Similarly, board editor files and folders are there. Board editor, schematic editor are there. Similarly, board editor are there. So star.kicad_pcb is the board file containing all information but the page layout. It is page layout information. All information and page layout is on different file. Okay. So it contains all the information but page layout. .pretty, pretty, footprint library folder. It is footprint library folder. The folder itself is a library. And .kicad_mod is the footprint file containing one footprint description each. .brd, board file in the legacy format, can be read but not written by the current board editor. Okay. Then .mod is there for board editor file folder, that is footprint library in the legacy format, can read footprint or board editor but not written. And FE table is there, footprint library list. Just like the sim-lib table, it is a FE lib table. Symbol library table, it is footprint library table. So FE lib table is a footprint library table, and list of footprints libraries are there. Various formats are there which are loaded by the board or the footprint editor or CVPCB. Some common files are there. KiCad_WKS. Okay. So worksheet files are there. Page layout description file. It is a page layout description file. Who want a worksheet with the custom look. Whatever the worksheet is there, you can customize according to your wish, according to your requirement. Then .NET is also there, netlist file. .NET is a netlist file created by the schematic and read by the board editor. This file associated with the .cmp file for users who prefer the separate file for the component footprint association. Component footprint association. So .cmp file is for that. So this is a special file, .cmp file. It is association between the component used and schematic and their footprint. Component is schematic and footprint association. Linking will be there among them. Association. It can be created by PCBnew and imported by schema, eschema. It creates .cmp creates created by PCBnew and it is imported by eschema, used by eschema. Its purpose is to import the changes from PCBnew to schema. So whatever PCBnew changes are there, you are doing and saving, they are exported to eschema through .cpm file. Special file is there. And for users who change the footprint inside the PCBnew, some user changes the footprint also. For instance, using the exchange footprint command, and want to import these changes to schematic. Okay, schema, PCBnew to schema. Some other files are there. They are generated by KiCad for fabrication or documentation also there. Documentation is also very important, isn't it? Fabrication and documentation files are .gbr is Gerber files for fabrication. Gerber file is for fabrication. .gbr. .drl is the drill file, is in Excelon format for fabrication again. Then .pose file, position file, ASCII format for automatic insertion machines. Components are placed on the PCB automatically. So it is automatic insertion process and which requires this file. Okay. Then .rpt is there, report file, ASCII format for documentation. Okay. .rpt is also there for documentation. Then .ps is there, plot file, postscript. PS is postscript for documentation again. So these are for documentation. This is documentation. This is documentation. Documentation are very important because each and everything is to be noted so that the very complicated PCB can be very correctly built. So documentation is very important. Which component on which orientation, which direction, how many pins, and everything. On what layer it should be there, at what layer it should be connected, and this should be disconnected, it should be isolated, and it should be separated. EMI issues will be there, etc. .pdf is also there for documentation. Plot file is there, .pdf format for documentation. .svg, plot file in the SVG format is also there for documentation. For .dxf is also there, plot file is DXF format for documentation. .plt is there, plot file in the HPGL format for documentation. So all these different formats are there for documentations. Then installation and configuration. So this first chapter is very important. You just remember everything. What are the different files and folders and all that. Okay, you have to remember it. First chapter. So next chapter is installation and configuration. Display options are there. Hardware acceleration re-entered in the PCBnew, and GURView requires video card with support of the OpenGL V2.1 or higher. Okay. So this is V2.1 or higher. This is the hardware accelerator rendered in PCBnew. Display install options. Initialization of the default configuration. The default configuration file named KiCad.pro. Okay, KiCad.pro. So is supplied in the KiCad template. It serves as a template for any new project. Ready-made template is there. On that template you can continue, you can start the new project, and used to set the list of library files loaded by schema. A few other parameters of PCB new: default text size, default line thickness, etc. are there, also sorted here. Another default is configuration file name. fplib table is there. Okay, fplib table, and it will be used only once to create the footprint library. fp is a footprint library table, fplib table, and it will be created from scratch. So then modifying the default configuration, the default is KiCad.pro file can be freely modified if desired. Verify you have right access to KiCad template KiCad.pro. Okay, that you have to check. Run the KiCad and load the KiCad Pro project. Then run eSchema via KiCad Manager. Modify the update and eSchema configuration to set the list of libraries you want to use each time you create new project. Okay. Then run the PCB new via KiCad Manager. Every tool you can run through KiCad Manager, or you can standalone also you can run. So run the PCB new via KiCad Manager. Modify and update the PCB new configuration, especially for footprint library list. PCB new will be created or update library list and file called footprint library table, fplib table, isn't it? fplib table is there, isn't it? Footprint library table. There are two library list files named fplib table, and the first located in the user home directory, and it is global for all the projects, and the second is located in the project directory and is optional and is specific to the project. Then we have to configure the paths also. There are many files, many folders, and we have to configure the path. In KiCad we can define the path using the environmental variable. Few environmental variables are internally defined by the KiCad and can be used to define the path for library, 3D shapes, etc. This is useful when absolute paths are not known or are subject to change. That is when you transfer a project to a different computer, and also when one base path is shared by the many similar items. Okay. Then considering this, the following may be installation for varying location. eSchema component library, PCB new footprint library, 3D shape files used for footprint definitions. Okay. For instance, the path to correct.pretty footprint library, then using the KYSYSMOD environment variable. Okay. Would define the dollar, this curly bracket is there, KYSYSMOD, okay, curly bracket complete / connect.pretty. Okay. So this option allows you to define the path using the environmental variable and add your own environment variable to the defined personal paths needed. Okay. Sorry. Then KiCad environment variables are there. KiCad template is there. Then KiCad symbol directory is there. Then KIGIT hub is there. Then KISYS KiCad assist is there. 3D mod. Then KISYS MOD is also there. KiCad template underscore dir is there. KiCad user template also is there, personal template. So KiCad templates are for during the project creation, the deprecated as this version KiCad template dir is instead. If you are using this variable, it must be defined. And KiCad symbol underscore directory, base path for the symbol library. Then KIGIT hub is there, frequently used in the example footprint lib. table. If you are using this variable, it must be defined. Then KISYS 3D mod is their base path for 3D shape files and must be defined because absolute path is not usually used. We have to define the path. Then KISYS MOD base path for footprint library folders and must be defined if the absolute path is not used in the footprint library names. And KiCad template is there in that the template installation with the KiCad is there. Okay. No, this details of the notations of the KiCad user template is there. In that also the personal template it is for the different directory template is there. Then environmental variable configuration, KiCad templates, then KiCad symbol directory, KIGIT hub, KYSYS 3D mod, KYS 3D mod, all you can add this. You can edit also. Okay, you can remove also. And we can go for the help is also there for understanding this. Note here the environmental variable KIPRJ mod is always internally defined by the KiCad and is current project absolute path. Okay, KIPRJ mod, KiCad project mod. Okay, KIPRJ mod. It is internally defined. For instance, $ki mode is connect.pretty is always the connect.pretty folder and the pretty footprint library found inside the current project folder. If you modify the configuration of the path, please quit and restart the KiCad to avoid any issues in the path handling. If you modified the path, then you have to quit the KiCad and restart again KiCad, so that all the changes will be taken care appropriately installed or noted, included. So initialization of the external utilities also there. You may define your favorite text editor, PDF viewer. Text editor you can define as a PDF viewer or you can use other also. These settings are used whenever you want to open the text or PDF file. If you want to open the text file or a PDF file, we have to define the text editor. These settings are accessible from the preference menu. This is the preference menu, and there is a drop down, and you can have the PDF viewer, and you can click here, set PDF viewer, system default PDF viewer. Okay. So this is setting. Then selection of the text editor. Before using the text editor to browse or edit files, the current project, you must choose the text editor you want to use. That is, select preference, set text editor. In the preference only, you can set the text editor here. Okay. Then select the selection of PDF viewer. You may use the default PDF viewer or choose your own. Again, this same PDF viewer is there. So this is the PDF viewer. Again under it is preference PDF viewer. Okay. This is the selection. Preference PDF viewer, set PDF viewer to choose the PDF viewer program. Preference PDF viewer, favorite PDF viewer. On Linux, the default PDF viewer is known to be fragile, so selecting your own PDF viewer is recommended. Creating a new project. In order to manage a KiCad project consists of schematic files, printed circuit board files, supplementary libraries, manufacturing files, photo tracing, drilling, automatic component placement, and it is recommended to create the project as follows. Okay, so these are the different files you have to manage. And how to create the project. Create a working directory for the project using KiCad or any other means. You can create the folder separately or you can create it using KiCad also. Create the working directory for the project. Some folder is to be created, working directory. In this directory, use KiCad to create the project file with the extension .pro via the create new project or create new project from template icon. Okay. Use a unique directory for each KiCad project. Do not combine multiple projects into single directory. Separate directory for separate project. That must be there. This is the warning. They should not clash each other. Okay. So to avoid the clashing, you should have multiple projects with multiple directories, multiple folders. So KiCad creates a file with the .pro extension that maintains the number of parameters for project manager, such as the list of libraries used in the schematic, default names of both main schematic file and printed circuit board file are derived from the name of the project. Thus, if project is called example.pro was created in the directory called example. Okay, the default file will be example.pro, example.sch, example.kicad_pcb, example.net, example.star, example cache.lib. Okay, so these are the default files created if the project is called example.pro. Suppose project name you have given example. Star.pro is the project, isn't it? Star means or asterisk.pro. That asterisk or star means any name you can give to the project. You can give any name to that project. Suppose you have given the example name, example.pro, or you can give any circuit name also. Okay, flip-flop.pro, multivibrator.pro, or MV multivibrator, mv.pro, or your own name you can give. Project group name you can give. Group 1 Pro for project 1 Pro, any name. But project 1 you can give. You should not use the word project because it is in the software. So by default. So we'll use project 1 P1. You can give the suppose you are doing for GSM project, gsm.pro, gsm project.pro, any name. So here example is given, name is given example. So name of the project is example.pro. So if this is the project, what are the files generated? Example.pro, this is the project management file. Example.scs, this is the main schematic file. Example.kicad_pcb, this is a printed circuit board file. Example.net is a netlist file. Example.star, all the all the extensions, whatever the extensions. Okay, pro, scs, net, cmp, etc. Example.star, various files created by the other utility programs. Okay. Examples that cache.lib, library file automatically created and used by the schematic editor, containing the backup of the component used in the schematic. So in this way the project can be started. Importing the foreign project, how to import the foreign project if the project is already there, and how can you import? KiCad is able to import the files created using other software packages. Currently only Eagle 6.x or a newer XML file format is supported. Okay. Eagle is also software from which you can Eagle 6.x or newer, 6th version or higher version, it can support. To import the foreign project, you need to select either a schematic or board file in the import file browser dialog, and import the schematic and board file should be have same base file name, that is project.scs and project.brd. Once the requested file are selected, you will be asked to select the directory to store it and imported files which are going to be saved in the project. So just like the any other softwares, this importing is there, but the possible softwares are used and the names should not be clashing. How to use the project manager, KiCad project manager. KiCad project manager or KiCad.exe is a tool which can easily run the other tools, schematics, schematic and PCB editors, and Gerber viewers and utility tools when creating the design. So this project manager runs the tools very easily. So running the other tools from the KiCad manager has some advantage. If you run these tools through the KiCad manager, it is having advantage. Various tools also can be run standalone. Various tools can be run through KiCad Manager. So what are the advantages whenever the KiCad Manager is used to run the other tools? Cross probing between the schematic editor and board editor. Cross probing between the schematic editor and footprint selector CVPCB is there. Cross probing is there. However, you only edit the current project files when these tools are run in standalone mode. You can open any file in any project, but cross probing between the tools can give strange results. The current project is can be cross probed. Otherwise, it may give strange result. Then project manager window is there. This is the project manager window. You can have the file, view, tools, browse, preference, help, etc. The menus. There are drop down menus also. Then there is different libraries are there, just like this, the programmer.key, pick.programmer.kid, KiCad, or PCBprogram.net, pick program.scs, pick program cache library. Okay, all these symbols you can use for clicking and starting. Okay. So calculator is there, editor is there, Gerber file is netlist is there, footprints are there. Okay. The main KiCad window is composed of uh, project tree. Uh, Main KiCad window is composed of project tree view. The launch pane contains buttons. These are the buttons. Launch pane. Utility of launch pane is there, and used to run the various software tools and message window. The menu and toolbar can use to create the read and save the project files. So what is the utility launch pane? So this is the utility launch pane. This is the utility launch pane. It is called utility launch pane. So this utility launch pane is having the KiCad, allows you to run the standalone software tools that comes with it. The launch pane is made of 8 buttons. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons. So what are these 8 buttons? 1 to 8, from left to right. Left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. First is a schematic editor, eSchema. Second is the lib editor, component editor or component library manager. Third is the PCB new, board layout editor. This is the PCB new, board layout editor. So first, second, third, eSchema, lib edit, PCB new. Okay. Fourth is the footprint editor. So these are the footprints, footprint editor and footprint library manager. Gerber viewer. This is the GBR is also written here. Gerber viewer. Bitmap to component, tool to build a footprint or component from black and white bitmap image to create that logos. So this is the bitmap to component. PCB calculator, tool to calculate the track width and many other things. PL editor, page layout editor to create a customized frame reference. So this is the PL editor. Okay, so these are the buttons. Project tree view. So peak program .pro library. This is the peak program KiCad.pcb peak programmer.net peak programmer.scs peak programmer.cache.lib. Double clicking on the schematic file runs the schematic editor. In the case of opening the file peak programmer.scs, double clicking on the board file runs the layout editor. In this case, the opening the file peak programmer KiCad.pcb, right clicking on any of the files in the project tree allows a generic file manipulation. You can manipulate the file, change the file. Double click and launch. Then top toolbar is also there. If you can check here, this is the top toolbar. Okay, what are these buttons in the top toolbar? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. KiCad top toolbar allows some basic file operations. This is create a new project. It is new. Create a new project. This is create a new project from existing template. That is just like the it is not open, but just like the template, ready-made available template is there. And the new means right from scratch you have to do everything. So create new project right from scratch you have to do everything. And this is also new, but it is having the older template, just like the open, but it is empty template. To create new project, if the default template like KiCad.pro is found in the KiCad template, it is copied into working directory and create new project from the existing template. Then it is open existing project you can open. Today we have worked with the project, you have saved it, we have gone to some other work, again came back today or next day or any day, and you can click this open button and you can reopen the existing saved project. So open existing project just like any other. So this is update and save the current project tree, and this is the zip, create the zip archive for whole project. It includes the schematic files, libraries and PCBs, etc. All the files are zipped. Okay, that project folder is zipped into a zip folder. And this is the refresh the tree view, sometimes need after tree change, so that all the links and paths updates and everything will be communicated to every required component. So refresh is always used. Preferably it is after uh, refresh the tree view needed after tree change, if you change the tree there. Then there is a project template, as we are discussing many times. This template is there. Use the project template facilities, setting up a new project with the predefined settings. The template may contain the predefined board outline, the connector positions, schematic elements, design rules, etc. And complete schematic and PCB used to see the new project may be included. So all these things are there. Template. The board outline, connector positions, schematic emitter, elements, design rules, etc. Okay. So how to use the template? Go into file, new project from template. So there are two possibilities are there: new project scratch and new project from template. So you can click on the file, there will be drop down menu. Okay, file drop down menu, or you can use these buttons also. So project, new project, or new project from template menu will open the project template dialog. So suppose template selector is there. Okay, so you can have these different components libraries, okay, available. So system templates are there. User template, you can create your own template. Portable templates are also there. So you can click any of these, suppose this template or this template or next template or this template, okay, and make it okay. A single click on the template icon will display the template information, and the further click on the OK button creates the new project. The template files will be copied to new project location and renamed to reflect the new project's name after selection of the template. Okay. So system template is there, clicked, then it will create the new project. Okay. Then template locations, KiCad looks for template files in the following paths. The path defined in the environment variable KiCad underscore user underscore template underscore dir, and path defined in the environment variable KiCad underscore template underscore dir. Then system templates are there, KiCad bin directory, etc. etc. Share KiCad template dash dash dash. Then user templates are there in the Unix, in the window, in the Mac. Okay. In the window, generally we use window C colon document and setting, username, my document, KiCad templates. Okay. This is the path. Similarly in the Unix, title, KiCad template, in the Mac, title, document, KiCad templates. When the environment variable KiCad template is defined, there is a third tab, portable tab, which lists template found at the KiCad templates path. Okay, deprecated. So creating templates, template name in is the directory name where the template files are stored. The metadata directory is a subdirectory name meta containing the file. You can create the template. Okay, ready-made template we can use, or you can create. There are buttons: system template, user template, portable template. User can create its own template. Okay, so metadata is there, in that you can create the template. Okay. So here is a sample info HTML. This is HTML formatted information description of the template. These are the optional files. .png 64 by 64 pixel PNG icon is there for meta icon.png. Okay, and this is the for upgrading for version 4 to 5, how to upgrade it and all that. Okay, and this is the schematic symbol library is there, global library table, symbol library mapping. Okay, just go through it. So what we have seen is KiCad, which is PCB making software. Okay, KiCad is having the project manager, eSchema, PCB new, Gerber view. These are the software tools. Project manager, KiCad is a project manager, and you can run different tools through it. Schematic editor is there, eSchema, PCB new, circuit board layout editor, Gerber view or Gerber view. Other tools are also there: bitmap to component, PCB calculator, PL calculator, etc. KiCad can create all the files. Okay, for printed circuit. Gerber files, drilling files, component files. Okay, these are the different extensions we have seen. Correct? So these are the different extensions, and these are for project manager, schematic editor files, then board editor files and folders and common files, etc. Special files, other files. Okay. So these are the different files generated. So many different extensions are there. Why so many extensions are there? Because PCB designing is basically graphical process, and very intricate details are there, and they are electrically referred, connected, and everything is to be isolated or connected very accurately. If any small isolation has a short circuit, or any connection, electrical connection has a break, then PCB will not work. Circuit will not work using that PCB. That's why all the care is taken, and a lot of references and details are required to be imported from one process to other process, isn't it? That's why we have seen from this uh, particular file, CMP file, suppose example, is associating the components from schematic to the footprint, like that. Okay, PCB new imported by schema and created by PCB new cm.cmp, and it connects the schematic to footprint. So lot of we can say files, different types of the files are created, lot of extensions are created, and those all extensions are uh, special file extensions and folders. Special file extensions and folders. All these extensions are called special file extensions and the folders. So we have to remember all this very carefully. We should know all this. What are the use purpose of this each extension? A lot of documentation is also required. A lot of details are generated. So this is very important. KiCad files and folders. You should very thoroughly remember this, understand why these are there and how to use this. Okay, this is important. Okay, and we have discussed each and every details of this. Then installation configuration, then details of path configuration, etc., and initialization, creating the project, the different warnings, importing the existing project, and using Cricut project manager, etc. So very quickly we have rewind the portion and we have cut down this portion for examination point of view. So we'll stop here today. Thank you.